Building a good Shopify store is the key to getting more sales, and most people will tell you that you need to buy a theme like Shrine or Elixir to actually make a store that converts. But what if I told you that you could build a fully custom store like this, which converts way better than any paid theme, for completely free in just 10 minutes without touching a single line of code? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you today, so without wasting any time, let's jump right into it. Alright, so the first thing that you need to do is find some inspiration, which is basically a store or sections inside of it that you actually like the look of and would want for yourself. And the reason we want to do this is simple. Claude doesn't just work with what you type, it works even better when it can actually see what you want. So instead of trying to describe some vague idea in words, we show it exactly what we're going for, so it knows exactly what to build. And with that said, here are a few stores that I found which I like the style of, and I would want to go with something similar for myself. And for example, let's take this announcement bar over here. I really like it because it's animated, and I think that this would be a cool addition to my store. And all I'm going to do is take a screenshot of this section so that Claude can actually remake it for me. And one thing to also keep in mind is that we're not going to be cloning this website one-to-one. Instead, we're going to take pieces out of each and every one of these websites that we like, and we're going to make them ours. But before we actually jump into Claude, now that we have our inspirations ready, first we obviously need a Shopify store. So if you don't have one yet, there's a link in the description that gets you Shopify for just $1 a month, and it's the best deal out there right now. So grab the link and set up your store now. And once you're in Shopify, we actually need a theme to build our store on, and to do this, all we're going to do is head over to Online Store. And when it loads in, you're going to want to click Visit Theme Store. And then once you're here, all you're going to do is click Free and then look for the Dawn theme. And it should pop up somewhere over here. And now you're probably asking yourself, why are we going with the Dawn theme when there are thousands of other themes to pick from? And the answer is super simple. We're going with the Dawn theme because it's free, it's clean, and it's the perfect base for our custom sections. And now that you know why we're going with it, all you're going to want to do is click it and then click try out theme. And as you can see, the theme is downloading, so I'll catch you guys once it's done. And as you can see, we've successfully added the Dawn theme, which is the whole setup complete. And now for the fun part, let's head over to Claude. Alright, so now that everything's set up, once we're in Claude, all we're going to do is paste in this prompt over here. And as you can see, the only places that you're going to want to be putting your information in are the places in brackets, and I've highlighted them in yellow so that you can actually see. And this right here is the most important part of the video, because every single time that we create a section, we're going to be using just this one prompt. And what it does is, as you can see, first it basically tells Claude what we want, and then it tells Claude exactly how to code it, so that we get a working section every single time without ever touching a single line of code ourselves. So with that said, here's the full process step by step. So first, you're going to want to head over to your competitor and then take a screenshot of the section that you want to make for yourself. Then, once you take the screenshot, you're going to want to head back to Claude and paste it in. And now, we need to tailor the prompts for the section that we're making. So I'll do that right now, and then I'll run you guys through so that you know how to do this for yourself. Alright, so as you can see, I filled in the prompt. And what I did is I basically described this section by saying this is the announcement bar in my website. I want it to showcase all of these things and want it to be going like an animation from the right side to the left side, showing all these things about the website and product. And as you can see, this isn't the best description, but I want to show you guys how powerful this is and how easy it is to prompt it and still get the best result possible. And then for the page context, I got rid of the home page and the collections page because 99% of the visitors are going to be landing on the product page, and this is where we want to add this section. So with that said, this is the whole prompt. You don't change anything else, you leave everything as it is, and all we're going to do now is basically copy this, put it into Claude, and then I'll catch you guys with the code that we get. And by the way, the document of the prompt is linked in the description below, so you can just grab it from there and leave a like and subscribe as a thank you. Alright, so it's been a few minutes, and as you can see, Claude has just generated us the code, and all we're going to do is click this icon to copy it and then head back to Shopify. And once you're here in the online store tab, all you're going to do is click the three dots and then click edit code. And don't worry, it might look complicated at first, but I'll run you through it step by step, and as you'll see, it's actually super easy. And once it loads in, we're going to want to hover over the sections tab and then click the little arrow. Then we're going to want to click the new file icon, and then once something like this pops up, you're going to want to give it a name that resonates with the section that you're making. And for my example, I'm going to name it announcement bar because that's the exact section that I'm making. And after you give it a name, the most important thing that you need to remember is always add a .liquid at the end, because if you don't do that, then the section won't appear and won't work. And after you do that, you just want to click enter. And then what you do is paste in the code that Claude gave you and click save. And as you can see, we've actually got an error, but don't panic, this is a normal thing. When something like this happens to you, all you're going to do is screenshot this error, paste it back into Claude, and then Claude will redo the code and give you a version that actually works. And I'll do that right now. And as you can see, all I did was pasted a screenshot of the error and texted it, "I got this issue," and then it basically resolved it within like 30 seconds. And also, if you can't find where the error is, then it should be displayed somewhere on the right side, like over here for me, so it's easier to find it. Then you basically make the changes that Claude told you to do, and then once you click save, everything should be just fine. And now that everything is working, let's head back to online store, edit theme, and then we go to the product page and click add section. Then it should appear somewhere right here. And there it is. And just like that, as you can see, it looks pretty much exactly the same like from the website that we took the idea from. And it's completely customizable. You can change the background color, the text, you can even change the speed of the animation. You can basically do whatever you want with it. And it took us literally 2 minutes to make. And now let's actually work on the next section, which is a bit more built out, and I like this one. So with that said, let's run it back the same as before. First screenshot, then paste it into Claude. Then you fill in your prompt and copy it, and then you paste it in. And ideally, you should be using a new chat for each section that you generate, so it doesn't mess up the code, so you don't end up with a buggy site with broken links and broken buttons. And with that said, I'll see you once Claude generates it. And as you can see, Claude has just generated us the code, and now, the same as before, all we're going to do is click copy, and then back to Shopify, and over here, 3 dots, edit code, sections, arrow down, add new file, and then give it a name. And for us, as this is a comparison table, I'm just going to name it comparison. And once you do that, as always, remember to add .liquid, and then click enter. Then you just paste in your code and click save. And as you can see, everything works perfectly fine, so let's go back to the theme editor. And now that we're here, let's actually find our section, and it should appear somewhere over here. And oh boom, there it is. As you can see, oh my god, it already looks amazing. Let's put it up on the site. And boom, oh my god, I don't have even words for this. The attention to detail is crazy. It even has the dollar amount per unit, even though we aren't selling our products on units. Just the attention to detail is amazing. And again, as you can see, completely new section, and it looks pretty much exactly what we were looking for. And we only needed one quick prompt, which literally took us 2 minutes to fill in, and we got a fully functional section for completely free. And the thing that actually makes this incredible is that it's not just a random block of code where every time you want to change something you have to dig through the code manually to actually find it. Instead, as I've already said it, everything is right here in the theme editor ready to use immediately. Like changing the color, changing the fonts, changing the text, all of that. And it automatically updates just like a normal theme section. And now that you can see how amazing this is and how well this actually works, now I'm going to build out a few more sections and then I'll show you how they all come together. So with that said, I'll see you once they're done. Oh, and a quick bonus, if you want to take things to the next level, and the store that you're taking inspiration from has an image that you like and would want to remake or reuse for yourself, then all you need to do is basically save this image and head over to Google Flow. And then once you're here, all you're going to do is paste in the image that you want to copy and an image of your product. And as you can see, I've added the image that I want to copy and an image of my product. And all we're going to do now is basically tell the AI that this is the image that we want to copy but for this product. And I'm going to tell it exactly that, and then tell it to keep all the details and also tailor all the descriptions for my product. So with that said, I'll do that right now and I'll see you with the result. And as you can see, after just a few regenerations, this is what we got. And although it isn't perfect, because we could definitely not use a sign like net quality one device, but just the fact that we were able to get this for completely free in a matter of seconds with just one quick little prompt is amazing. And it also means that you should definitely take advantage of this, because if you spend enough time creating images like this and get better with it, then you'll be able to get so good that you'll be able to make images that will make your brand truly stand out instead of looking like a copy of someone else's store. So with that said, be sure to keep this in mind and let's get back to the video. And there you have it. After just a few minutes, we were able to build a completely custom, fully functional Shopify store with everything editable in the theme editor, and it didn't cost us anything beyond the $1 Shopify plan and took us literally 10 minutes to do. And now that you know how to make a professional custom store for completely free, click on this video to learn the easiest way to make AI UGC ads.